Hello, Cinnamon Rage here, and welcome to race 5 of season 16 of AOR. And in this race we're going from, well for me I'm going from China to Spain, because I didn't make Baku because my wheel broke. So they never, Fanatec seemed to choose the cheap option when sending out the repaired version. And I never actually managed to get the wheel back till the Monday after Baku, so yeah, that was more than a little disappointing. You can actually see here I was trying to get out people's way and just spun it. I was really quite afraid of getting disqualified for staying still for too long, but yeah. But this is actually my hot lap, which is my one and only lap, which I've set on the soft tyres. And yeah, I kind of hate these one-stop tracks because it means you only get the option to really have one go a lap, which isn't that much fun. But anyway, I brake just after the 100 metre boards for the grey offshoot, dropped to 4th, clipped the first corner and then just kind of feathered the throttle on the way up. Been up to 5th. Along here I hold on 7th, brake just for the shadow of the board, dropping to 4th and then just kind of gone up to 5th a wee bit early just to stop wheel spin. 6th, just after the pole on the left hand side goes out of view, dropping to 3rd, and then we just kind of like carry along. Can't remember, 7th down into 4th, clipping it. The car always seems to want something to settle itself here, but up to 6th, just taking my foot off the throttle for just a wee moment. I had to settle the car, braking just at the 100 metre board, dropping 2nd at the last moment. Getting up the gears quite quickly just to get grip, only clipping the left hand side before going into 4th. I'm just trying to get the power down as soon as possible here. Dropping again to 4th and just not hitting the sausage curb at the side. 2nd here, kind of missed the apex, ride the inner sausage curb a wee bit, and then just try and get up the gears as quickly as possible. This lap wasn't great, I was a wee bit overly cautious because it was my only time. So it kind of showed a wee bit. I got a 1:18.5 and I had been lower than that in my practice sessions. So 14th with German, my teammate, and 15th who'd done the same thing. So again, you're doing just one lap, it just makes it quite hard. Big Z getting pole position on the super soft, so he's obviously going for 2-stop. 14th isn't obviously the best place to be starting, but I think I was 13th in China, so it does seem to me my kind of qualifying zone to an extent. But at the start of the race, I think there was quite a lot of lag. Not specifically right at the start. I think I get a medium okay getaway, which is not awful. So again, starting 14th. And coming up to the first corner, I brake super early, but just trying to play it safe. Everything gets a wee bit bunched up there, going around the first kind of couple of corners, have to back out as Catherine kind of comes across me, just avoiding just the general kind of bundling at the start. Now I brake here, which you can see really quite a bit before the shadow, but I'm still closing up quite quickly. I think everyone in front was really slow and I just lock up, and because I've locked up I don't turn, and if you look in my mirror you can actually see I drift into my teammate and spin off Germal, which honestly just mortified that I did that. I'm so sorry to Germal because it kind of really wrecked his race. So again, I've apologised. I don't think I can apologise enough. That was just careless. I thought I braked early and I just locked the wheels. Maybe I didn't account for feel of that. Bayfield off at the side there, I think he'd lagged himself out. You can actually see I had Dante as well. His lag is absolutely shocking. I think that's a bit of a feature of the race. Quite a few people were lagging. It just makes it so annoying because it makes it very hard to try and get close to them, because you don't trust that they're not going to come back and hit you. So yeah, not a fan of that kind of internet. Yeah, it just makes you super nervous. But that was a start. I mean, technically I'm exactly where I was before, but unfortunately I just kind of ruined my teammate's race, and I just can't apologise enough. So stupid. So nothing much really happens in the next phase, the next kind of couple of laps. until we come up here at lap 3, and just again the lag from Dante is just so distracting, but it gets a wee bit busy coming up here. Okay, UI cuts the corner, I'm not quite sure what happened. Dante goes round him, and luckily, I don't know if it just tyres overheated the core temperature, but I managed to get past okay as well. So yeah, actually that's me up to 13th, which was quite nice. And again, we enter a bit of a phase where not a huge amount happens. I get a great run in LE Revolution here, but given that we had a couple of wee touches, I'd managed to go up the inside, but I just back out. I decide after the first lap incident, I just don't want to be getting any bother, but I backed out a wee bit too much and it allowed Bayfield to get the move done. The only thing was Bayfield's on a super soft tyre anyway, so he was always going to be quicker than me, so I didn't feel too bad about him getting away. He would have just been behind. He would have overtaken me at some point anyway. But yeah, then you can also see DJ ran massively wide there and kind of come on an angle, but it was all safe. But obviously he lost a lot of momentum and I managed to get past him. So that was me getting another, now 2 positions closer to the points than I was at the start of the race. So yeah, I just need to keep going. I get a great run here on LE Revolution. His tyres, what are they? Lap 7. He's managed to push a pair of super softs to lap 7, which is crazy. Every time I practice the super softs to stop, it mainly recommended 5, but to be honest, by 4 I was pretty much done. So yeah, massive respect for making them last that long. Maybe he was trying to switch to a one-stop medium strategy, but I think my intention was to go on at about lap 13, so I don't know if he could really push it the extra 6 laps. So this is me now caught up with overrated Llama. Dante has pitted, and he was quite a bit off the pace at this point. I don't know if maybe he just lost, he even went so slow around that corner that I kind of took slightly evasive manoeuvres, which caused me to drop back a wee bit. I think I went a wee bit too far with him. He hadn't slowed down that much, but yeah, better safe than sorry. But I was just, even despite losing some time there, I was always making it back up, and the goal here was just to try and get another position. By this point I'm in P9, so some of the guys on super softs have pitted, they've dropped back a bit, and yeah, just trying to catch up here with overrated Llama. My pace had been relatively good at this stage, and that mistake from him allows me to get alongside. Now again, playing it super cautious, you can see I take a lot of curb just to try and stay out his way, and I take a lot of curb again. But I don't know if he thought I was going to come back in and he just went onto the grass a bit, but I definitely had left room this time. And that was me up to P8, got the move done. And actually at this point I managed to get quite a bit up ahead on him. So yeah, cutting on, we get to lap 13, which is the lap that I'm going to be pitting on. And you'll just get an idea from here as well. This is my one and only pit, so what position I come out here is really the position I want to be defending at the end of the race. So going into the pits I was 5th. You can see someone ahead was on the mediums already. I'm switching to mediums again for the rest of the race, but people are just starting to go past at this point. Glazed Gator, Kizimodo, yeah, many people. So that's me, I've come out in P13. You can still see there was a few people on softs go past, so they've still got to pit again. So I've still got a wee bit of hope of catching people up, and at this point I also start catching Pack as well. So okay, from qualifying pace and that, he's always looked really good, but I assume that again, just given I'm the one catching him up here, that he's actually kind of, lost traction, and in this game when your core temperatures go up, it just absolutely wrecks the car. You just have to stick it in lean. You just have to basically stop driving it for a while and just coast. So I think he must have been struggling quite badly here, because you'll see not in this corner but the next one, he just seems to go out wide. I don't think that was any skill on my part. I think that was him just letting me pass so he could run his own race. So I do appreciate that. And yeah, that's me now up to 12th, 2 more places to get the points. So I was quite hopeful at this stage, and actually just before I cut there you could see there was more people in the pit. So yep, on to lap 19 now. So here you can see I've now got behind Minidude, and this is really kind of where my race began to come a wee bit unstuck. I'm in P8 just now, but I think more people would eventually pit, so I had the potential for more. No, in fact, it was just, I was in P8 at this point, but really looking to get P7. But through the slower sections, I was just so much quicker, but out that last corner onto the home straight, Minidude was just so much quicker than me. So I couldn't, even with DRS, with overtake, because I managed my ERS quite well throughout the race, I would get right up to him coming into the first corner, but then just there's nowhere else to overtake. It was just killing me at this point. And unfortunately, because I'd caught him up quite quickly, I had a big gap to Overrated Llama behind, and just because of my inability to get past Minidude, you can see Overrated Llama's just got right up behind me. So I really didn't help myself here. If I'd just been a wee bit, although to be honest I'm not really sure what else I could have done beyond dive bombing. It was quite hard following in the dirty air, and yeah, I used DRS, I used overtake, possibly my setup was not that good for high speed. But you can see I even lock up slightly there because I get distracted by Overrated Llama, who was making a move. So at this point, Overrated Llama gets past. I just had to hope that possibly they would have an incident, but it wasn't to be. Overrated Llama, you can see here, they get pretty close, which gives me some hope, because I'm just kind of, I'd been saving fuel for a while, saving a bit of ERS, just to hopefully make a move at some point. But, oh sorry, Siri, something I did there seemed to fire off Siri, so yeah, Overrated Llama eventually gets the move done and that's me back behind Minidude. And once again, you'll see I shoot myself in the foot here by not being able to recreate what Overrated Llama does. Can't get past Minidude, who was defending just better than I was attacking, and Glazed Gator. Again, bit of a gap, can't remember what it was at this point, but it must have been around about the 2-second mark or so. But he just starts catching me up. It was a repeat of the incident with Overrated Llama, and yeah, I was my own worst enemy here. I should have been bolder. You can start seeing I start trying to make moves, but they were always, I kind of knew before I even did them I was always going to back out of it. I didn't have the bottle to actually make the move. This was probably one of the closer that I'd got, but actually it was too tight in the corner. I never had it. Make a tiny wee tap on in there, but luckily nothing happened. There was no kind of incidents from it. So jumping ahead now onto lap 29, just coming on to the start of lap 30. Overrated Llama is just going so slow, I actually start practically pushing him, and it turns out his tyres must have been off a cliff or something, because he pitted here going on to lap 30, so they must have been really bad if you're not going to hold on to them for the last few laps. But the byproduct of this is Glazed Gator is so close. He has DRS, he's probably got rich mix, everything on. Yeah, not a lot I could massively do here, so unfortunately that's me down to 9th. So from trying to battle for 7th, just my inability to get past needed. It was defending pretty brilliantly, and just getting such better runs onto the sort of longer straights than I was. It's just absolutely crippled my chances of catching him up and making the move. along the main DRS straight. It must have been quite low downforce. But anyway, I'm still going to make a go of it with Glazed Gator. I had a ton of time behind me around about, I think the 10-second mark. I might be wrong on that. But yep, not making any moves here, just trying to get close as possible for the main straight, which was coming up. So I'm doing okay at this point. I'm fairly, yeah, I had a good wee run through this last sector, and that was, it's going to be one of my last few chances anyway. But it looks like Glazed Gator gets a good run, but he seems to maybe hit the curbs a bit much. Goes crazy lagging for a wee second, but again he must be like me with a slightly higher downforce setup, and leaving tons of room again, even running it quite wide just to be totally careful, totally safe. I managed to get a move done, and after that I built a 2-second gap up, and actually I also managed to catch Overrated Llama, which implies that if I'd maybe managed to get past Mini Dude early doors, I could have kept that gap and maybe even got 7th, so ifs and buts. But anyway, I came 8th, which is not too bad. Donut winning it. Unfortunately, General, as I say, because of tyre choices after he had to pit for a bit of wing damage, I just wrecked his race. So again, sorry to General. So like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I will catch you in Monaco in a week's time. Cheers!